Good morning, guys. I hope we're all sparkly, C-dip done, been to the gym, just about to run the dogs, then emails, and what next? It just goes on and on and on and on and on, doesn't it? Life. It can seem like a series of bitter disappointments. But my favourite line from a poem called If by Roger Kipling is, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Karma is not getting what you deserve, it's getting what you get and turning that negative into a positive. But if you're constantly knocked on your butt, sometimes that can be challenging. Testosterone deficiency, you're fighting with one hand tied behind your back. You've got low mood, you're tired, you've got brain fog, you're low libido. And what are we? We're simple creatures with simple needs. Give me a bit of nookie, I'm a happy boy. Well, that's not far from the truth, is it? I think it was Aldous Huxley who said that an intellectual is somebody that finds something more important than sex. And it's like, I don't know, I don't want to be an intellectual. But life can be challenging. Life can seem very unfair. But you get what you get. You got to make the most of it. And essentially, your character will be more resilient if you face adversity. Because if you're facing lovely, happy times all the time, it's lovely, isn't it? But it's not, is it? Because essentially you're not learning, you're not adapting. You're just enjoying the moment. And perhaps that is really what it's about. Perhaps it is about enjoying the moment. Well, it is. Yeah, but life is hard. So you're going to have to face challenges. And you have to build those mental calluses that Goggins talks about. You don't have to be like Goggins. You have to be what? You have to be balanced. You have to understand the concept of yin yang. You can't appreciate good without bad. But a little bit less bad would be good, wouldn't it? Because, yeah, damn, when we see our guys for their annual review, how has your year been? It's been challenging, but I've coped with it better with TRT than I would have done without, because we know there's that relationship between testosterone and dopamine, estradiol and serotonin, and DHT and GABA. It's a complex system, and you need that foundation to put effort in to do what? To earn your reward. So, what's it all about? Well, I want it to be fair and just, but it's not, is it? So get on with it. Nobody cares, work harder. What is it? The magic you seek is behind the hard work that you're avoiding. How true is that? If you expect things to come to you, you're a fool. You have to work. And if you didn't have to work, the destination, the goal, the reward wouldn't be worth it, because it's a temporary moment in time. And it's about moments in time, but they go on and on and on and on. It's infinite. But your time on this planet is finite. So you've got to get on with it and work your butt off. Low testosterone robs you of that. What does testosterone replacement therapy do? Well, it gives you all that back. Well, it gives you the foundation. You have to undo the wrongdoings of how many years of wrongdoings and how many years of wrongdoing. How long have you been alive for? Because we don't live according to our physiology. We need to live more according to our physiology, understanding what our bodies need, not what our stupid minds want. Because we want our behaviors to impact our emotions. We don't want our emotions to blunt our adventures. And it's very easy to do that, isn't it? Sit there and wallow about how unfair life is. Nobody cares. Work harder. Now, that's not true. We do care, which is why we subscribe to Tough Love here at the Men's Health Clinic. You're going to be told what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. And it's always going to be in your best interest. Otherwise, it would be pointless me giving it to you. It'd be pointless me saying, listen, you need to go and sort that out because this is not helping. And deep down, you know the things that are not helping. But we all succumb to the path of least resistance, maximum reward. We engage in negative behaviors because they're fun. And do you know what? There's a little bit of a devil inside all of us. And we need to let that devil out every once in a while. And sometimes if you let that devil out, it reminds you why you shouldn't let him out. It reminds you why you should be making all that effort into earning your reward. But it's a challenging endeavor in this perversity of this civilized world where it's just, what is it all about? Yeah, it's about making the most of this moment. So it's down to you. So it's personal responsibility and accountability. And we've lost that, haven't we? You know, we had that paternalistic relationship with the doctor. Now, you went to the doctor, you had a problem. How can you help me? Yeah, bing bang bosh, job done. But it's not that simple, is it? We need a holistic approach to medicine. And you go to a doctor, you get given a solution. But what was the problem? What caused the problem? And fundamentally, it all boils down to living according to physiology and not understanding the 4 principles of hormonal health. Lifestyle, stress, sleep. How many people snore and think it's comedic? Or angry wives say it's annoying, but it's essentially inefficient passage of air in and out of your lungs. So it's a problem. You need to address it. Booze is poison, disappointingly. Now, I'm not going to say I don't indulge in alcohol every once in a while. I have to let that devil out every once in a while. I have to just calm the voices. Do I want to drink alcohol? No. But I do occasionally, and it reminds me why I shouldn't drink it. It's sometimes that necessary release. Diet, low carb, high fat, intermittent fasting. I've given up on intermittent fasting because I can't do it with training at 5:30 in the morning and then sustaining myself throughout the day. My cortisol levels are too high. I'm too stressed. I don't like it. So I do need to eat. And it's about living according to principles, not rules. And we always have this dogmatic approach to things. Well, I'm going to do this. And we always think, well, actually, do you want to live 100% that way? And the answer should be, yeah, of course you should. But again, I think we should live by this 80-20, 90-10 rule. And if you're living by the 90-10 rule, good on you. Because you are going to be what? You're going to be winning. You're making more good choices as opposed to negative choices. And you're going to be building on these little wins that you're going to experience. And you're going to face these hard times, this adversity, with more resilience, with more backing behind you, because you've got momentum to move forwards. And yeah, sometimes, you don't want to do it. And we talk about discipline over motivation. My algorithm's full of that. It drives me mad. But again, get up and put the work in. Had a recent video with Jay Morton, and when he said he talked about 2-2, and you're saying about how he wasn't the strongest, wasn't the fastest, wasn't the most intelligent, but he kept going. And that's really the secret to life, isn't it? The secret to life is not to stop. The secret to life is to keep going. And testosterone deficiency robs you of that, because it's all about that anabolism, growth and repair. So you're repairing from the day to prepare for the next day. You've got that relationship with testosterone and dopamine in the brain. Testosterone is necessary for lots of things in the brain, but that's what we're going to focus on, because we're men and we're reward driven and we want to go and earn our reward. So yeah, it is what it is. Nobody cares. Work harder. So yeah, you have to face life as a challenge and discipline over motivation, because motivation can wane, because sometimes it's hard. If the sun's not shining and it's raining, do you want to go out and go for that run? But do you know what? If you go for that run in the rain, you're going to get more out of it than if you go out and it's a nice sunny, life is wonderful day. Because, again, you're building calluses. You're building resilience. And fundamentally, your role as a man is to be strong, to protect, and to serve. And it's not all about your feelings. I mean, your feelings are important, obviously. But your behavior should positively impact your feelings. One more time, your behaviors should positively impact your feelings, not the other way around. And if you do that, you will become a stronger, more resilient man. And you can do what? You can lead by example. And you can take value, internal value. And we're all seeking external validation from the internet. How many likes has this post got? It's empty and meaningless. They are not going to help you. You have to help yourself. And again, it seems harsh, doesn't it? I've got to take the necessary step forwards. Yeah, you've got to take the necessary step forwards. And having an optimal testosterone level will allow you to do it. It won't do the work for you, but it will allow you to take that necessary step forwards. You have to do it. You have to take personal responsibility and accountability for your actions. You want to lead by example. You want to be the master of your own destiny. Simple. Do what? Yeah. Go earn your reward.